Hello, we met again in the V News Broadcast Daily and following are today's highlights.
Foreign Ministry holds a ceremony to hoist flags of ASEAN and Vietnam to mark the 45th founding anniversary of the association. Vietnam news agency cements ties with Mongolian counterpart. Ministries of Natural Resources and Environment releases 2011 National Environment Report.
The Vietnamese Foreign Ministry held a ceremony to hoist the flags of ASEAN and Vietnam in Hanoi on August 8th. The event marked the 45th founding anniversary of ASEAN and 70 years of Vietnam's admission to the association.
Foreign Minister Phạm Bình Minh joined ambassadors of ASEAN member countries in Vietnam at the event. ASEAN countries are making tireless effort to speed up the building of the ASEAN community under the set roadmap, as well as encouraging the active participation and contribution of ASEAN people to the common prosperous development of the group. With ASEAN's unanimity, determination, and common perception, Vietnam has hoisted the ASEAN flag besides the national flag in the capital city, as well as in a number of its diplomatic representative agencies and consulates general abroad. This activity reflects Vietnam's determination to contribute to ASEAN's efforts in building the community in 2015 and gradually creating the sense of community among people. On the same day, a solemn ceremony was held in Jakarta, Indonesia, to mark the group's 45th founding anniversary. Attending the event were ASEAN Secretary General Surin Pitsuwan, Indonesia Foreign Minister Martin Natalegawa, and representatives of ASEAN members and partner countries. Delivering an opening speech, the ASEAN Secretary General reviewed the 45-year development of ASEAN. He stressed that ASEAN has now become a prestigious regional organization with an important role and position in Southeast Asia and Asia-Pacific. The Secretary General said the celebration offers an opportunity for ASEAN to not only affirm its achievements and successes, but also strengthen solidarity and unity, and consolidate its determination to fulfill the common goal of building the ASEAN community in 2015. On the occasion, the ASEAN Secretariat announced the results of the ASEAN Drawing Competition 2012, one of the activities celebrating the association's 45th founding anniversary. Hong Phương Linh from Vietnam was the ASEAN White winner from Category 2 from 13 to 18 years.
The second expert working group meeting of the ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting Plus opened in Hanoi on August 8th on the theme of humanitarian assistance and disaster relief.
The meeting, co-chaired by Vietnam and China, was attended by officials from 18 ADMM Plus member countries, as well as representatives from the ASEAN Secretariat. Speaking at the event, Vietnam's Deputy Minister of Defense, Nguyễn Chí Vịnh, said the meeting not only handles issues related to humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, but also reflects the desire for and spirit of cooperation of our member countries in maintaining peace, development, and stability. It also proves the increasingly essential role of the ADMM Plus structure in defense cooperation among the 18 countries, he added. Discussions at the meeting focused on legal aspects of the use of military in regional and international humanitarian assistance and disaster relief activities, the training of personnel engaging in humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, cooperation initiatives among ADMM Plus, and experiences of armed forces in coping with such natural disasters as storms, floods, and landslides.
The Vietnam New Agencies and the Mountain New Agencies of Mongolia have agreed to expand their cooperation to better meet customers' diversified demands for information.
The agreement was reached at a meeting between General Director of the Vietnam News Agency Nguyễn Đức Lợi and Director General of the Mountain News Agency Sukhbata Altan Saksek in Hanoi on August 7th. The two leaders expressed their pleasure at bilateral cooperative activities, such as the exchange of information and journalists. Such a good relationship has helped bring news and information about the two countries to their people more rapidly and accurately, they said. Hosts and guests touched upon possibilities to expand the exchange of photos and television news coverage in the near future, in the context that multimedia is the inevitable development in news agencies to meet customers' diversified demands for information.
The Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment released the 2011 National Environment Report in Hanoi on August 7th. The report says Vietnam needs to adopt more environmentally friendly ways of managing and disposing solid waste.
The report was made by the ministry in cooperation with the Denmark Embassy. It said the volume of solid waste produced in Vietnam is increasing by 10% each year. According to the report, about 46% of all solid waste is discharged in urban areas. Nearly 17% of solid waste is a result of industrial production activities, while the rest comes from agriculture, trade villages, and the health sector. The solid waste discharge in urban areas and industrial production is forecast to increase in volume by up to 51% and 22% by 2015 respectively. To deal with the problem, the ministry pointed out that Vietnam needs to adopt more environmentally friendly ways of managing and disposing solid waste, which is forecast to continue increasing due to the country's rapid industrialization and urbanization. Ensuring sustainable solid waste management is one of 7 priority programs in the National Strategy for Environmental Protection by 2020, the ministry said.
The Vietnam Cashew Association has said Vietnam may lose its leading positions worldwide in cashew nut export if the country's output continues to drop during the remaining months of this year.
According to the association, due to weather conditions, total output of cashew nuts in the past harvest reached only some 265,000 tons, much lower than last year's figure of over 300,000 tons. Cashew growing area stood at over 315,000 hectares, down by nearly 40,000 hectares. To deal with the problem, the association has called on businesses to take the initiative in purchasing and importing materials inputs based on market changes. The businesses should pay attention to the quality and diversification of export products. The sector set a target of exporting $1,022,000 worth of cashew nuts this year.
Vietnam's rice exports reached approximately 4.6 million tons, worth $2.1 billion in the first 7 months of this year, the Vietnam Food Association has announced.
According to the association, despite difficulties, Vietnam is likely to achieve its yearly target of exporting 7 million tons of rice if the country focuses on tapping its strength and firmly retains its existing markets. It suggested the country boost its export of high-quality products, noting that currently China is importing 100% of its high-quality and fragrant rice. Vietnam also should export about 20 to 25% of its rice of lower quality, as this product fails to compete with low-priced rice from India and Myanmar, the association said.
A book titled Văn Minh Trà Việt, Vietnamese Tea Civilizations by researcher Trịnh Quang Dung made its debut in Hanoi on August 6th.
The 400-page publication features research and comments on the tea culture of Vietnam. The book explores the origins of Vietnamese tea and the arts of processing and enjoying it. Dung has studied the subject for dozens of years, with the hope that he will provide domestic and foreign readers with the most comprehensive view of the time-honored cultural identity of Vietnam. Vietnam, together with China, Japan, and the Republic of Korea, is seen as one of the world's 4 main tea culture centers.
And we come to the end of the news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.